Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there was a powerful king. By his side stood a wise minister, known for his deep understanding of life. The minister had a mantra he lived by: whatever happens, happens for good. Though many questioned his belief, the minister remained steadfast, always finding the silver lining in every situation. One day, as the king was cleaning his sword, a mishap occurred. The blade slipped, cutting off a finger on his foot. Shocked and in pain, the king looked to his minister. To his surprise, the minister calmly remarked, "Whatever happens, happens for good." The king, consumed by anger and confusion, couldn't comprehend how this painful event could be good. Outraged by the minister's words, the king ordered him to be imprisoned. As the guards led the minister to the dungeon, he maintained his composure, repeating his unwavering belief: whatever happens, happens for good. The king, though perplexed by the minister's calm demeanor, felt justified in his actions. Months passed, and life continued in the kingdom. One day, the king decided to go hunting. With his soldiers, he ventured deep into the forest, chasing after a swift deer. The thrill of the hunt led the king far from his men, deeper into the unknown. But the chase took a turn for the worse. The king, in his pursuit, found himself alone and lost in the vast, dense forest. The familiar faces of his soldiers were nowhere to be seen. Alone in the wilderness, the king began to search desperately for a way out. As the king wandered through the forest, he was suddenly surrounded by a group of tribal warriors. These tribals did not recognize the king, nor did they care about his royal status. To them, he was merely a captive, a prize to be offered in a ritualistic sacrifice to appease their deity. The tribals began their preparations. They bathed the king, dressed him in ceremonial robes, and adorned him with garlands. Drums echoed through the forest as they made ready to sacrifice him to their deity. The king, in his heart, knew this could be his end. But as the moment of sacrifice drew near, the tribal chief noticed something unusual. The king's foot was incomplete. One of his fingers was missing. To the tribals, this was a bad omen. An incomplete man could not be sacrificed, for it would anger the deity instead of pleasing it. Seeing this, the tribal chief ordered the sacrifice to be stopped. The king was released, unharmed, and allowed to return to his kingdom. The king's heart swelled with gratitude, realizing that the loss of his finger had indeed saved his life. The king made his way back to his palace, his mind racing with thoughts of the minister's words. He began to understand the truth behind the belief that whatever happens, happens for good. It was this very belief that had saved his life. Upon his return, the king immediately ordered the release of the minister. He personally went to the dungeon, unlocked the cell, and embraced his wise advisor. With a newfound respect for the minister's wisdom, the king restored him to his rightful position. The king then asked the minister how being imprisoned could have been good for him. The minister smiled and replied, "Had I been free, I would have accompanied you on the hunt. The tribals spared you because of your missing finger, but they would have surely sacrificed me."
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fun songs as well as interesting and enjoyable stories.